Hi, I'm Carla, owner of Look Local magazine. My family moved to Oviedo in 2000, 16 years ago, for the safe, family-friendly environment. And we love promoting the best local businesses of Oviedo, like Something Fishy. And my question for the candidates is, how long have you called Oviedo home? And with all of the development occurring in Oviedo, how will you keep Oviedo safe, family-friendly, and a great place for local business to thrive?
The question is a multifaceted question, but we'll start off with the very first part, if I can remember it all, is how long have I called Oviedo home? My wife and I moved here with our young children about 25 years ago this come November. As some of you may or may not know, recently I've been endorsed by the Oviedo Police Union as well as the Firefighters Union of Oviedo. So my concern has always been our children and our neighborhoods and safety. I've been involved with the youth going back to when my kids were back in school, involved in the school advisory council for many, many years. So it is a priority of mine. We need to find ways to keep, we have beautiful parks in the city, so we need to maintain those parks as well.
I moved with my family to the Tuscola area in 1982 when I was a young kid. I graduated from Oviedo High School right across the street here in 1991. Went away to college, started my career in South Florida, moved back to the Oviedo area in 2004, and for the last couple of years lived right here in the historic area of downtown. I think to keep it, a safe, family-friendly environment, we need to ensure that the Oviedo Police Department and the Oviedo Fire Department stay within city control. I don't want to consider consolidating them with the county. I think it's important that they are city, police, and fire department. I also believe that we need to make sure they have the resources so they can increase the number of personnel that they have on the streets at any given time, make sure they have the right amount of equipment that they need. Also, to keep it family-friendly, the beautiful parks and recreation facilities we have here, such as Friendship Park behind us, make sure that we ensure that their budget remains as it is, that the parks and recreation can continue to thrive. And for local businesses, again, making sure, let's look at the process for permitting and getting started up. Let's make sure that that's as good as it can be to help them get started. Again, work with other startup agencies like incubators and everything. But also maybe consider the possibility of tax breaks for local entrepreneurs to get started. Something that can keep them in business, not just open, but in that first year where it's so critical.
I've called Oviedo home for 37 years, and not only have I called it home, I've actually been a resident of the city of Oviedo that entire time. What I'd like to do to help our local businesses and our families in general is just support our police and fire. That's one thing that the city council can do to help. That and support our roads. So keeping a tight eye on the budget and making sure that our police and fire are well funded, those are things that could really make a difference in our lives. The other thing is to support the completion of the hospital and all of the medical development that will bring. That will really bring a lot of good jobs here. And when you have new jobs, you have more people who are able to come to the small businesses here in our town. So as the bigger businesses grow, so can the small ones.